So let me be clear in the beginning, from a pure investment point, Ripple doesn't seem like the worst bet right now. The US is warming up to Ripple, Brett Garlinghouse is shaking the right hands here and there, and there is a growing narrative that XRP might play a significant role in replacing the SWIFT system and be a huge contributor to the financial world. In other words, bulls are pretty much licking their fingers. But I still hate Ripple, and here's only just some reasons why. XRP is completely pre-mined and Ripple owns most of it. Bitcoin is mined over time with a good consensus mechanism and a whole industry behind it. XRP, on the other hand, is pretty much all pre-mined. This means that out of 100 billion XRP tokens created, Ripple received 80 billion from the founders. As of now, Ripple holds about 50% of all the XRP supply there is circulating. And even though they hold it in escrow accounts, they release about 1 billion monthly. This centralized control allows Ripple to strategically sell or buy Ripple tokens to manipulate the price. This often happens during price surges or during sell-offs. And if you haven't understood yet, this is potentially impacting the token's value and is, of course, enriching the company Ripple. Don't believe me? Here we go. Cryptonary writes, the total supply created was 100 billion XRP, of which the founders retained 20% and 80% was donated to Ripple Inc., whose original name was OpenCoin. This is where the XRP is a security debate stems from. And here is the Bitcoinist that explains how the Ripple executives used bots to actively manipulate the XRP price. Already broke some glass? We haven't even started yet. Allegations of market manipulation. Ripple has faced some serious allegations to manipulate both Bitcoin and the XRP price. Here is the anti-Bitcoin campaign. Leaked internal emails suggest that Ripple executives discussed promoting the narrative that Bitcoin is controlled by China, aiming to position XRP as a decentralized alternative. This article from CY Crypto collected some evidence and just read the headlines. Bitcoin smear campaign. And Pierre Rochard from Riot Platform even says, I don't respect Ripple or XRP. They'll say and do anything to advance their centralized garbage technology that has zero utility. And further headlines about the XRP price manipulation, court documents have alleged that Ripple using trading bots to manipulate XRP price during 2015 and 2016. These allegations raise serious concern about the company's commitment to a fair market practice. But it is still considered as one of the most prestigious projects in the top 100 cryptocurrencies. Maybe you start asking why, and, well, maybe you listen to the following reasons. Ripple is actively collaborating with central banks worldwide to develop CBDCs. To cut this short, CBDCs are the perfect financial prison for the whole world and to pretty much enslave us all. If you have some interest in this topic, I recommend you to dive deep into this, because it is really concerning. So, the CBDC platform of Ripple enables central banks and governments to digitalize their financial services, offering centralized control over digital currencies. While this may enhance efficiency, it also raises concerns about surveillance and reduced financial privacy for individuals. If you value decentralization and financial autonomy, Ripple's direction might not be what you're looking for. But let's read. Business Wire from Berkshire Hathaway titles, Ripple launches CBDC platform for the development of CBDCs and stablecoins. 101 Blockchains writes, will Ripple be the ideal choice for creating CBDCs? And last but not least, an article from ICO Holder, XRP's role in central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, what's next? Digital currencies like Bitcoin and CBDCs are direct contraries. So why is Ripple hopping into bed with the enemy? Is Ripple the imposter? The SEC lawsuit not as unjustified as it seems. In December 2020, the SEC filed a lawsuit against Ripple, alleging that the company raised over 1.3 billion through an unregistered security offering by selling XRP. In my opinion, it is not important why they did this, but rather how they did this. While Ripple achieved a partial victory in the lawsuit, my opinion is that this is far from over. While the court ruled that XRP is not a security while traded on public exchanges, the case highlighted significant regulatory concerns. The lawsuit is about regulatory compliance and transparency in the crypto space. To cut this short, I'm pretty concerned of what is happening behind closed doors. Sell XRP now and never look back. No man, don't get me wrong. XRP might still be one of the best investment opportunities there is, but it is crucial to understand what this company is about. From centralized control to market manipulation to deep involvement with CBDCs and regulatory complications, Ripple's actions raise significant concerns in my opinion. I entered the crypto space for the same reason pretty much everyone does. I wanted to make money. But if you dive deep enough into this rabbit hole, you find the biggest problem that humanity has right now. It is not wars, it is not climate change, it all comes down to the root of all evil, and that is our monetary systems. And my answer on this question is clear. Ripple XRP is not the solution. Don't forget to subscribe and thumbs up, and most of all, I want to hear your comments about Ripple and what you think about it. Can't wait to read your comments. See you in the next one. Bye.